Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.
Fram, CES is wrapping up today in Vegas.
Consumer what?
Electronics show.
Always in Vegas. I kind of rely on you for all of you're the expert.
Well, I should have used my entire vacation that I had. I had leftover days last year. I wish I could have transferred them because I would have gone. I just love this.
I'm surprised you weren't there.
I love this more than anything. So I did a roundup of this is the cool stuff that I've seen coming through this week that some of it is already in play. I mean, we talked about with Queen, the pants that shock you when you work out.
That was funny.
That helps you with recovery, but
Yes.
and also a bunch of other things. There's a couple that I thought were interesting. One out of Switzerland. They came out with a new cat door called Flappy. And Flappy prevents your cats or dogs from bringing in things like dead mice.
How does it do that?
With AI. It can detect if there's something different about your animal's face as it brings it in. Check this out. Here are the guys talking about it.
I woke up in the morning and saw a decapitated mouse in front of my door. And while eating breakfast, I kind of noticed that, hey, I can do something about it. We can create a product which we saw that no one has done before, and we can help people solve this problem. So whenever your cat comes back inside, we check its face and we automatically see whether it carries prey or wants to bring you a gift, which then triggers Flappy or our cat door to lock its door and prevent your cat from coming back inside.
What are you doing psychologically, though, to your animal?
What if you're not home? I always have to play devil's advocate. And it's snowing outside and your cat or dog can't come back in the house and you're not home.
Well, I think all the pet psychology bills you're going to have because it's trying to bring you a gift and you're locking it out. So anyway, that's coming.
That's
also,
interesting.
There's a new oven that is as fast as a microwave. And
What?
they claim it doesn't give chicken or other meat that rubbery texture like a microwave. It actually bakes it and does like a cake in under 4 minutes.
I think the cook in my house would like this.
That's an interesting one. There's a new LG see-through TV that's received a lot of play this week. Have you seen that?
No, explain.
It is the OLED T, and the T stands for transparent. When it's off, it just looks like a piece of glass.
Wow.
So it just completely disappears in the room, or you can make it a fish tank. You can make it look like a fish tank with fish in it, almost like you could with TVs, but it's actually clear. And then if you want the contrast, there's a black background that you can hit a button and the background comes up behind it. So it gives it that full, density behind the screen.
Now, is that something that you would purchase?
I don't know. The pricing isn't out on that. And when TVs first come out, they're just huge. You know what I mean?
And then other people start
it's a little much.
manufacturing the same thing and the price comes down. But I would really be curious as to how much that is.
There's a voice-activated bidet. I know Jimmy would probably want that. You can get, for $11,000, you can get this bidet installed with speakers and the whole thing. I'm not kidding you.
So your bidet could play music.
It can do whatever you want.
Like Alexa.
Yeah, hey, Alexa, clean my... Yeah, you just tell it what you want.
That's somebody that has way too much available cash.
Some of the cool things coming, one of them to airports, as all this technology just starts, accelerating so fast, they're going to have self-TSA pre-check terminals. And this is going to be launching in airports soon. It's a self-serve screening system.
Why hasn't that happened earlier?
I don't know.
It's about time.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. They're screening pods. And I guess they just, don't open the door if they catch something and then a guard comes over. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you would think with all the technology moves that this would have been sooner, but it is, international safety that we're
Where
talking
are they
about.
test marketing that? I mean, I wonder what will be the first airport. Hopefully not LaGuardia.
You would think not something big like that. You would think it'd be like, Poughkeepsie. Like it'd be something weird. But they're designed as individual screening consoles you can choose to go through. And then you can hit a button if you need an agent, or else, if something like weapons or liquids or whatever pop up. See, that's what's bad is what if a weapon pops up, the person could just go out the other way unless the door shuts and locks them in there. But I doubt that.
Wonder if it would help just with security lines in general to move faster.
I don't know. You would think, but they've been worse and worse. We're going through some of the CES items that have popped up this week, some of my favorites. The Apple headset we talked about a while back. that is launching in the U.S. February 2nd. The cost on this thing is $3,500.
That's what we talked about, that it was way, way, way overpriced.
I mean, VR is already not mainstream adopted. I know there are the hardcore people in the niche, but man, that's a really tough one.
What's it going to do that others don't? I don't know.
Well, they're claiming that it allows you to get inside an immersive experience on a virtual reality screen that feels like 100 feet wide compared to Meta's Quest, which isn't doing very well.
Yeah, I think this might be a big fail, but that's just me.
This one's kind of cool. Have you heard of Magic Mirror?
Sounds familiar. Magic Mirror.
It's by a company called Neurologics. And this is an imaging vital signs mirror that can analyze your facial blood flow and provide metrics like blood pressure, heart disease risk, stress levels.
Serious?
It can estimate your age based on skin. And you don't have to go like, hey, mirror, mirror on the wall. You just go up to it.
And it's just for your face or your entire body?
Your face only is where it can get these readings, and it's designed to be used in public spaces like gyms or clinics. And it's just a way to give a non-invasive health check.
I love this.
It's pretty cool. It just scans your face. But what about when they deliver the bad news? What if they're like, hey, man, go to the doctor?
You have to know sooner or later.
Will it tell you, like, go to the doctor now? I don't know. It's under clearance by the FDA.
Of course it is.
Right now.
Now, was there anything that you saw from CES that Barnes would go, I want this now? Because usually, you love to try new things.
Well, anything, really. But there's a new piece of AI that is kind of groundbreaking that is called Rabbit. It's about half the size of an iPhone, and it's more built on an action base than just, research. So think about it like if you had a little box, it's a little square that has a screen. You can get it to do pretty much anything you would normally do with a combination of apps on your phone.
Now, is this an extra device you have to carry around like your phone? That's the problem.
It is an extra device. It's small. Like, for instance, you could ask it, and it's got a little mic and a little screen. You can ask it to call an Uber, or you can show the camera, look at something and say, explain this to me. Or you could say, call an Uber and order me a Grubhub and tell me about this
I'm
book.
liking this.
It can do all these things, and it's only $199 and no subscription needed.
You buy it, but like if you're calling an Uber or whatever, it just goes to your Uber app. I'm just trying to clear that part up.
You probably go to a web. I mean, I haven't seen it yet in the wild, but the CEO is Jesse Liu, Lyu, and he's the founder.
Now, how do you spell it again? Because just
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Okay.
Yeah. Rabbit.
Okay.
I don't know if I get the name, but it's built on the large action model opposed to ChatGPT's large language model. So it's all about doing. But what's interesting is shifting away from the whole subscription thing, which is what you see so often.
I want to know more about this.
It's very cool. It's called Rabbit. But I could go on for 2 hours. Should I?
Let's go.
No.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.